welcome back to At the Table with D. Monique. Here we have real conversations with real people sharing their real life stories. I'm your host, D. Monique, and our special guest today is DJ Scip. What up,
Yo,
DJ Scip?
what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Welcome to the podcast.
What's going on?
Oh, just chilling. Happy to talk to you. So I just want
Happy
to
to be
say
here.
to I'm so happy you here. We've been trying to make this connection and it's finally happening.
I know. It's been coming, but I'm finally here.
Yes. So to anybody who has listened to this podcast for the first time, thank you very much and welcome to the table. For those of you who have been listening, I would like to thank you all for your continued support and just like and share this podcast with your friends, family, even maybe some foes.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And the purpose of this podcast is to share stories because I feel like when we share conversations, it gives us an opportunity to motivate other people, maybe uplift them if maybe they're having a bad time in life, and then also it can help them to avoid some stumbling blocks that may come along the way. So it's always good to talk and exchange information with other folks. So before we get into this conversation with DJ Scip, y'all know we're going to have snack time because what is a good conversation if we don't have some good snacks? So if you don't have a snack, pause the podcast, go get you a snack, and then come back. Okay? So we pause it for you. Now that you're back, before we eat, y'all know I have to respect my great grandmother Lucille, who always taught me to pray before we eat. Doesn't matter what you're eating, we're always going to tell God, thank you for the food. So let's all bow our heads and we're going to say a quick prayer. So, Heavenly Father, we thank you for this food that we're about to receive. We ask that you allow it to bring nourishment to our bodies. We thank you for this and all other blessings. In your Son, Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Five.
Amen.
Amen. That's right.
So, hey, DJ Scip, tell us what you DJ Scip, tell us what you snacking on today.
All right. So I actually bought two snacks, if that's okay. So.
Yeah.
All right. So my first snack. All right. My noodles, my ramen. That's all right. This ramen is very essential, and it gets you through the day whenever you need it. Whether it's late at night when you need a snack, through the day. Here you go, and it got the special sauce as well. So, bomb.
Yeah. I remember you like those ramen.
Yeah, the ramen is clutch. I ain't gonna lie, the ramen clutch. And then for my last snack, everywhere I go, I gotta have me a bag of Cheetos. Everywhere I go, like I don't know what it is about Cheetos.
Nice.
I gotta have them. They're essential. So those are my two snacks.
Yeah, and listen, feel free to eat your snacks because we eat on this podcast, okay?
Okay. All right.
Yes. So, I've been doing DJ Scip for, 3 years? Maybe 4?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Right.
Yeah. And so, I've always known him to like those ramen noodles. Like we used to work together, and so sometimes for lunch I'd be like, "What you eating?" He like, "My ramen."
Ramen every day. Hey, you can't never go wrong with ramen.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. So I know you like the Cheetos, but have you ever eaten cheese doodles?
Cheese doodles? Yes, I had them too.
Those used to be my favorite.
The cheese doodles?
The one in the blue bag?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the cheese doodles cool too. I like that. Took me back actually. I ain't had cheese doodles in a minute, so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I've never had Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but is that something you've tried and do you like them?
Yeah, I like the hot Cheetos too, but I just can't do them every day. It gotta be like once in a while, Yeah, like
Okay.
every so often.
All right. Well, I'm about to have something with a little heat today. So, my
Okay.
snack, it's a repeat snack, but I'm doing a comparison today. So, I love the Kettle brand jalapeno chips, right? These are one of my favorite snacks, and I've had to stop buying them in the small bag because if I buy the big bag, listen, I will eat that whole bag.
Hey,
So I was in Sprouts, and this isn't a big bag because it only came in a big bag, but they have the air fried kettle chips. And so I bought them in jalapeno. So I want to do like a little comparison for you guys. Let's see what the calories are. So
okay.
a serving, well, this is kind of unfair, but a serving of the small bag is 42 grams, but a serving over here is 28. So let's just like double it up. It's almost about equivalent, same calories. Um, Carbs probably about this. Well, no, 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 no. The carbs would be higher in the air fried. So let's see, what are we actually winning with? Maybe we winning with the oil,
Yeah, I know my
not
calories.
having the oil.
I know my calories stupid high, so you got me on that.
Yeah, but this isn't really about health. It's about which one tastes the best. So I'm going to eat my original one first.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to make it too.
Mm,
I love that.
tastes as good as I remember.
I can't let you snack without me. Let me see. Give me a chip.
Yeah, come on, let's eat. Let's eat and talk. Okay, so the original one, just as good as I remember. So let me take a little sip of water, clear my palate,
That's right.
and let me try the air fry. The air fry is good.
You like that one better?
It, it tastes the same.
I'm gonna try that. I ain't had those before.
It tastes the same.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of thought the air fry wasn't going to taste as good.
I ain't never
That's why I
had
had to
those
do this
before.
comparison. They're so good. I mean, I don't see. I can't tell the difference.
When
Oh,
the kettle supposed to be better, right?
so they both by the Kettle brand, but
The air fryer.
it's saying with the air fry, it's supposed to be 30% less fat. And I would have to sit here and do the calculations because the serving size are different. So in my little small bag, 42 grams is a serving, and then with this big bag, 28 grams is a serving. So I would still have to sit and do the math, but I'm just going to believe them. And let me tell y'all, I'm so happy right now because they both taste good. Look, I'm about to make a kettle chip sandwich.
What? Kettle sandwich is crazy. Yo, now I'm gonna definitely
It's
have to try those
good.
though. They look good.
You you got to.
Kettle jalapeno air fry.
I
You know,
know I've always known you to be a pretty fit guy. So, if you're going to get the regular, get a small bag, okay? Because if you get that big bag, you're going to reach to the bottom of the bag and you be like, "Oh shoot. It's all gone."
yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to get me a little small bag at first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just get a small bag. If you have a Sprouts near you, they always keep them near the register. So,
Sprouts, what's
that's
that?
where I get them. Sprouts is like it's like the brother or sister to a Whole Foods. It's like a smaller version.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let me just chew this little chip. Take a sip of water, clear my palate. I am just amazed right now. You don't know. My mind is blown. because they taste the same.
Mm.
Yes. I'm so happy. Yeah. So how you doing? What you do today?
So today I started out the day. I got up by like 8, did a little bit of homework. Um, I read a little bit, and I wrote a song so far.
Okay.
hmm
So tell everybody what you're studying in school.
I'm actually taking up a bachelor's in recording arts.
Nice. You are really this means that you are dedicated to your craft,
Oh yeah, definitely.
right? Yeah. Yeah, and what did you read? Was it something for school or was it personal read?
Well, yeah, both actually, but I take up a I try to read personally, something personal every day. I've been slacking a little bit lately, but I've been getting back on it. So, but I was reading 48 Laws
Okay.
of Power.
Okay. I have to check that book out.
It's pretty
Why
good.
why did you decide to read that book? Was it recommended by a friend or you saw it had good reviews?
So somebody, I had a mentor. I had a mentor that was a doctor, and he was pretty rich. So I said, why not listen to him? So he like checked the book out, see what you like, and I just went from there. I kind of looked it up, and I seen great reviews on it. So I said, why not try it? Something that's gonna help you.
Okay. What are you drinking?
Oh, this is a little what is it called? A little margarita on the rocks, something like it.
Okay.
Yeah, a little margarita on the
All right. Little grown
rocks.
man drink. Okay.
Fashion, fast. Yeah.
So I'm making fun because when I first met DJ Sip, he wasn't 21 yet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So
That was a while ago.
to hear him say that he's drinking a margarita is just, it's hilarious to us. Do you want to tell them how we know each other?
Oh yeah, sure.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so all right, so I was in the military at the time for the audience watching, and that was my first duty station, and then I ended up there's like 3 different clinics per duty station, so I ended up at the same clinic as D Monique. So we in the clinic working whatever, and she in like the fancy section over there. So I'm like, dang, like I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I wanna see, I wanna go on that work in that fancy section. So we just end up talking, and then the rest is history from there. Like the rest is just history.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing I liked about DJ Sip working with him is one, he's dedicated. If he puts his mind to something, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
And I can tell that he comes from a good family. I remember it was one time when he was going to be promoted and his family was coming into town. And I think I had an appointment that day. And I really wanted to get a chance to meet your family so that I can tell them what a great son, brother they had. I just wanted to really commend them on raising you so well with good values and good morals.
Thank you.
So I didn't get a chance to tell them then, but I hope that they listen to this podcast. And I just want to tell them I commend you for raising such a great person.
I appreciate that. I'll make sure to relay the message.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So tell everybody where you from.
So I was born in Jacksonville, Florida originally, but then most of my
Mm-hmm.
time growing up as a child, I grew up in a small town called Lake City, Florida. If you're not from nowhere near
Okay.
Florida at all, like 30 minutes north of Gainesville, around Gainesville. So
So we know that there's a lot of good artists that have come out of Florida, right?
right.
Um, you got, well, the one that stands out to me is Trina.
Oh yeah, Trina Hard. Yeah,
Right? Who's, yeah, who's bad?
Trina Hard. I like Trina. She got a different little style.
Yeah, you got Trina. Yeah, you got Trick Daddy. Yeah, they're all from Florida.
Yeah,
And like the more newer artists, the City Girls, right, from Miami.
of course. Can't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you got a lot of good music artists out there, and if you guys don't know, because I forgot to do our intro to tell you why we're talking to GJ Sip, it is because he is a new artist. He's been doing music for how long have you been doing music?
Well,
I
I
know your
actually
music
been.
been out there since like 2022, but how
Yeah.
long have you been doing it?
So I started off producing. Really, really, I say for real, for real. Our first time I picked up any equipment was like 2017, but I didn't know what I was doing at all. Like I had no clue, and I kind of left it alone for a little bit. And then probably about 2019, 2020, I started back producing. And then one day I was in the studio with some family and friends, and one of my cousin. We was in the studio, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, just hop on this song real quick." Never hopped on the beat in my life, and I'm like, "Bro, I don't know what to say."
Mm-hmm.
And he just like, "Well, figure it out." And then I just started. So, and then that's how I kind of had it just happen.
You started and you got the bug.
Yeah, I started, and then from there the rest is just history. Like, just kept going, and then I got good at it. So, you know.
So when you first started, were you doing like beats? Were you making beats?
Yeah, yes. When I first started, I was producing. Yeah, I was producing heavy, like just strictly beats, and then um, I was producing for about like a year and a half. Well, really about including that time period too, like 2.5, 3, since like the high school era too. And
Okay.
then about 2020, I went to like, yeah, 2019, I went to my first big studio. So then I started to see like engineers and like real studio engineers, like for real, for real. And then I'm like, yeah, I want to learn how to do this too. Like, and then when I went to making my own music, if you know how to engineer it, that'll save you a lot of money too. So I wanted to learn how to do it all. So for producing, I went to engineering to help me as an artist. So
Okay. So who were you making beats for in the beginning?
really, I ain't really. It was just like my friends that was rapping around me. Like we just doing it for fun. And then I was playing piano.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew how to do was melodies at first, cause I ain't know I ain't know how like making beats really work, like the technicality of it. So I just was doing melodies and then
Mm-hmm.
placing melodies on the piano, and then every time we'd go around my friends, we were just hanging out, and then it was just for fun thing. But then after I started to take it seriously, I did a beat for Cell Bell, Hell Bell. Um, I did beats. I did co-beats with Sean Wick. I used to work on stuff with
Okay.
Sean on the beat. So for a lot of people who know
Okay.
him. So that's how it started.
All right. And did you take piano lessons as a kid?
I ain't take like professional lessons, but my granddad taught me. So I guess you can say.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to go to a school to, be taught. Your
True.
granddad obviously was good at playing on the piano, and he was able to teach you.
That's true. My granddad
Yeah.
he's amazing.
So, yeah. So, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I got one sister. Yeah.
And did your granddad teach her as well?
You know what's crazy? Um, she actually could low key play better than me when we was younger. But she was singing at first, and
Uh
then
huh.
the roles kind of just switched. Like I went to playing and producing, and she went to rapping too. She's an amazing rapper. She's good.
Really?
Yeah, she raps too.
Oh, so she can play piano, she can sing, and she can rap.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know if she's still into the piano as much. But as far as the artist wise,
hmm
yeah, she rapping for sure. She doing that.
yeah. I mean, that's talent right there. She
Yeah.
could actually be. Yeah, she a little John Legendette.
Come on, John Legend. Fast.
Yeah, we'll call her Johnetta.
Fast. It's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, you are from an area where there's a lot of great music artists. Do you have a favorite artist or maybe someone from your area that kind of influenced you?
From my area, I mean,
Mm-hmm. From
honestly,
Florida.
like when I'm doing my music, I don't try to have an influence, but I can
Mm-hmm.
definitely say that I say probably Kodak Black, because I mean, who don't
Mm-hmm.
listen to Kodak Black? Trick Daddy, of course,
Mm-hmm.
that era. Luke,
Mm-hmm.
what's his name? Luke, Luke, DJ Luke or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Two Live Crew.
Yeah.
All them down
Uh-huh.
south. That definitely played a factor with, I guess, like the type of music that I make, per to speak. But I try to be as original as possible. So
Yeah. And when I say influence you, I don't mean like influence your musical style, but like just influence you to, continue making music, just to be into that art.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, in that aspect, like I said, I like Kodak, Low Shimmy, he hard. Seti Hendrix. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but like it's a lot of different new and old styles. That's just like it's there. Like it's just different. Like it's different. So Florida got the
Mm-hmm.
Florida got the water for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I want the people who are listening right now, I'm going to put a poll up. I want you guys to tell me who are some of your favorite artists. Because like I know some of the original art, the older artists from Florida, but I may not know all the new ones. And so I want to know all the artists, like old and new, because I still listen to like I could put on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill and I listen to it like it's the first time, you know?
That
So
album, that album go crazy.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That album go crazy.
Yeah. I mean it's like hit after hit after hit.
Whole album on repeat. No stop,
Yeah.
no skips. So, but yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a documentary that's coming out called Freaknik, the documentary. And when I heard about it, all I could think about was Uncle Luke. Like I'm like
Yo,
I
that's crazy.
yeah, I'm like I know that's going to be Uncle Luke. I mean, that's all we going to hear is Uncle Luke. And I don't want to sing the songs because I don't know if I have to pay for it. So
Nah,
y'all
fact.
know yeah,
I,
y'all know Uncle Luke songs.
hey,
That's the Freaknik. That's the Freaknik freaking anthem, right? All Luke
nah, fact.
songs.
I was calling all the fam, making sure like, hey, like before I tune in, like y'all not y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? Like y'all not. Nah. I had to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Cause look, I seen some of the footage. It was, yeah, some people in trouble.
Well, I mean, it happened a long time ago, so
Yeah,
um I think all the skeletons that were probably in the closet are probably out by now.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
though, it's a lot
Hopefully
of.
hopefully they You think it's still a lot of secrets?
It's a lot of unseen footage that's probably like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, they better get on that Usher tip. These are my confessions.
Ah, hey, I'm telling, hey, that's what's best for him. Seriously though, that's
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. How many well, I don't think paternity court is out there anymore, but how many people you think go into paternity courts after
After
the
this,
Freaknik? They're gonna be like, I knew that wasn't my baby.
after this, I mean, in reality though, like like they should have an idea, like you know what I'm saying. But it's gonna be some visits definitely to the courthouse after this documentary job. Probably. I don't know. I assume so though.
Yeah.
So you know.
Probably most okay, I'm trying to think of the time period. Probably most of the children that would have been produced
Yeah.
from Freaknik are probably they're all 18. So I mean, over 18. So hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is, right?
It is. Yeah. That's true.
You,
That's true.
yeah, yeah. Okay, let's switch. I'm gonna switch the conversation up for a moment because on this podcast, faith always comes up. So I just want to go ahead and start out.
Excuse me.
Tell us, does faith play a part in your life, in your musical career?
Faith plays a major part of my music career. Like simply, like there's no faith without work, and there's no work without faith. So it goes hand in hand. So it plays a major part on a daily. So yeah.
Good. Yeah. And so, like we said, you're from Florida. Where do you live right now?
I actually have a crib in Orlando.
Okay. Oh, so you still in Florida?
Yeah. I got like one more year in college, and then
Nice.
like,
Right.
no, I was just saying I got one
And
more
then
year
you
in college.
done.
Then I'm done. I'm out. I'm probably gonna go to
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm thinking either like L.A. or like Texas, something for a big opportunity as far as engineering. So head in the direction.
Okay. So, I don't know a lot about the roles that are played in a studio, right? But I know you have your artist, you have your producer, and you have the engineer. Can you just kind of go over the roles of each of those individuals for us?
Um, where it really just depends, like what type of team you got. It depends if you sign to a label. If you sign to a label,
Mm-hmm.
then roles can be extensive at that point. You know, you got A&Rs, assistants, producers, engineers. Like it get deep. But if you're independent, the roles can be really you can distribute the roles, or let's say for example, me as an artist, and then I got one producer and I work with, and another artist, and maybe two guitars. You know, they're not producers, but they just guitars.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
roll. They okay. Say I come in as the artist. If I'm writing the song, it's my job to write a song, and also you got ghostwriters too. So that's a whole nother job. It's so many different roles that you can play in this game. So, and I'm still learning myself.
Mm-hmm.
But to continue on with the example, if I already wrote my song, I just the producer, we either can work together in house at the studio, or he can make his
Mm-hmm.
beat at home, and then like we can just go through a couple beats together, and then I'll be like, okay, I like this one, I don't like this one, and then from there, then if we had like a live guitarist come in and play, he'll strum his couple chords on it or whatever, and then the producer put the drums on the beat, and then put it together, and then the artist take it to the studio, and then go record. The recording process is left to the artist at that point. So that's pretty much the process is
Okay.
custom though. It works a lot of different ways. So
Okay. Are you an independent artist or are you a signed artist?
Independent. Yeah, I'm independent.
Okay. Um, was it Soldier Boy who was one of the first independent artists out there that went viral on social media? Wasn't it him? I know he's not the first independent artist, but he kind of gained popularity. Do you know?
I believe, I believe so as far as like social media wise, but he ended up signing to a label too. So it just I don't know because that get extensive at that point. But I think he was independent for the longest before he signed to like a major record label. So, but are you speaking of fully independent? Like never went to a major record label, or like independent for majority of the time, and then because then you got you got loyalties and different contracts that you can be like you can still be independent, but you can just have like a distribution deal with a company. So that's not particularly like signed. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. So you just work with them for maybe a project or to get something out there, but you own like your masters. Because I hear
yes,
a lot of artists talking about owning their masters.
yes, majority of the time, like for an independent artist, you got, like I said, you got distribution deals, you got pub deals. There's many different type of deals where you can majority remain an independent artist, but still be signed to a label. So I don't know the extent. Like back to your example about Soldier Boy, I don't know the full
Mm-hmm.
contract length or what is it? Was it an 85-15 or for maybe for 2 years? Like there's a lot of criteria, especially nowadays with all the different genres that can make you independent or a signed artist. So, but I say if you own over
Okay.
50%, this I say this personally, if you own over 85% of your or your royalties, and then you do like a 15% or a 5% pub deal with a label, then I say you still independent. So I wouldn't claim I'm signed, but technically you signed to a label. So it just depend what your
Okay.
definition is.
Okay. Sounds like I won't use that. I was gonna say it sounds like an open marriage.
It get deep, like shit. It get deep though. Like yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a good example though, because you can be halfway in and halfway out. So you know
Uh-huh.
it is what it is.
Yeah. So let's get back to you. What was the first song? What was the first single you produced?
The first single that I produced,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of the song off the top of my head, but it was a song by Cell Bell Hell Bell. It dropped back in like I think that was like 2019, 2018. Like I just sent bro the beat. Like me and him was cool because we grew up together. So I just sent him the
Mm-hmm.
beat and then he was like like I like the beat whatever. Woo, woo. So I just sent it to him, and then that was my first single that I produced personally, like solo, that somebody got on.
Nice. Very nice. Now, do you have a team that you work with? I know
Yes,
you
I got
say
a
you have a producer, but do you have other people you work with?
I got a very I got a small team who I'm working with right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are the people that you work with, did you, did you grow up with them? Did you meet them along the way? Like, how did you start working with these individuals?
So like one or two of them I grew up with completely, like from a kid on up. I don't really like working with
Mm-hmm.
like too many people, like because loyalty is a loyalty and the chemistry. If y'all don't got that
Mm-hmm.
chemistry and the loyalty, like I can't be around you. So you know what I'm saying. You gotta be. But
Mm-hmm.
I had two people that I grew up with, and then I had some other producers in college I just met, and the boys come from everywhere. Like They come from everywhere. Like one from Maryland, the other one from, two of them from New York. So I'm working with two, and then the other one from Maryland. Yeah, so
Okay.
they everywhere.
Okay. A lot of times people have conversations and they say, "Oh, you don't need a college education, right?"
Hmm.
And sometimes that's true. Maybe you don't need a college education, but when you're in that environment, you're able to make connections,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
Like
I can
you're
agree.
making connections. Yeah, you're making connections with these guys. You're out there building a relationship, and um, we just never know how these relationships are going to blossom. So just a word to the wise. Yeah, maybe you don't need the college degree for the job, but you never know who you're gonna meet along the way, right?
Facts. That's
And then
facts.
yeah, and then sometimes just to have that college experience, and when I say college, I also mean like technical school as well. Just to have that experience of accountability, because when you go to college, first of all, you paying them to educate you, right? And then your professors, your instructors are saying, "Hey, DJ Sip, on this day, this time, we're doing taking a test. On this day at this time, you got to write this paper. You got to do these assignments." And so now you're learning a different level of responsibility from being maybe at home with your family, where they're kind of holding your hands and guide you. But when you get into college, nobody is holding your hand. They tell you what is expected, and they expect you to do it, right?
That's facts. Now the professor, cause
Yeah.
they got so many students. Like it's so many of us in the class, so they don't care about if you get it or not. Either you get it or you don't. So it's definitely
Yeah.
a breaking point.
Yeah. And just think about it. There may be 100 people in your class, but you are not the only class. They may teach 5 classes, 6 classes,
Yeah. So yeah, they don't care. So
Yeah. So those experiences that you gain in college, I think definitely help to prepare you for your future, whether you decide to work for someone or whether you decide to, be an independent person and start your own business.
true,
Yeah.
true that.
So,
True.
what's the first song that you produced for yourself?
Mm. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Um, it was a
Or you could
long
just tell
time
us the
ago.
first one you like. Uh
Uh,
huh.
oh, you said just tell me one that I like. Um,
No, no, no.
dang.
You could tell us like the first one you produce, or if you
Okay.
could tell us the first one you put out there, because like I know your music is available on Apple Music, right?
Right,
That's
right,
where I've listened to your music.
right.
So you could tell us either the very first one you produce for yourself or the first one you decide to publish.
Okay. Yeah, cause a lot of the ones that I did produce, I honestly didn't. I didn't drop those yet, cause that was back in like 2020 when I first started. But I say the first one that I like that I published, probably either intro, solar flexion,
Mm-hmm.
and dirt biking. I like that one. I really like that one.
Now I saw the image of dirt biking. Where did you record that video yourself? Like, did you have to hire a videographer? Like,
Talking about
cause y'all look like y'all were having fun.
so my cousin was actually at a like me and him we real close. He was actually at a dirt biking event,
Uh
and
huh.
he always send me pictures when he be beating his opponents or whatever. So I
Uh huh.
I I took the picture. I actually did it myself. I just took the picture and then like made it into like a single cover, and then kind of just went from there. And we just made
Okay.
the song. Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, one thing I do know about you is you like adventure.
Oh yeah, I always like something
Yeah,
fun.
like remember you were on the was it like the yeah, I went on the water. What you call those water things? I can't think of a name right now.
Jet skis.
Yeah, remember when y'all went on the jet skis?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, my dog, he fell out of jet ski, and it was funny cause, excuse me, it was funny cause like he seen me recording him on the camera, and then he tried to pull out, slaying the water in my face, but then he like yanked around too hard, fell right back out trying to flex. Like it was funny though, but that was a good time. Like I definitely like doing
Yeah.
stuff like that. So.
Okay. So, can you tell us, for someone like me who don't really know what it takes to produce a song? I know you already said, you're the artist, you got your producer who does the beat, but can you kind of take us through a few of the steps, like the order?
Uh, so for me personally, cause I mean the order, people do things different. Like as far as producing, some people do their drums first,
Okay.
kits, claps, hi. They do their drums first, then they melody, and then they mixing. Some people do the opposite. But me personally, when I'm producing, I like to I like to hear my sound, my ground sound. What's gonna be majority of the song. I like to hear that sound mostly. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, all right, I'm feeling this, and then I kind of like, then I go to put the drums behind it, and add little time based effects that need to be where it needs to be, um, as far as producing. But making a song, um, like I write every now and then, but I mostly like I just go in, like I can just walk into the studio today, and I just freestyle off the top of my head. So, but I do both.
Mm-hmm.
So some people write, some people um, freestyle. But I like to switch it up. Sometimes I do both.
Okay. Now, speaking of freestyle, do you ever do battles?
No, I ain't never did no battle. Nah, no, no, I ain't never did that. No,
Do you want to? You want to try out a freestyle battle?
nah, I'm not a battle rapper. Nah, I don't think. Nah, I don't think that's my lane.
I, and the reason I ask is because I remember when I was in high school, there was a certain area in the cafeteria that it was like a group of guys. One of them, Ronald Davis, who went to high school with me.
Mhm.
I forgot his stage name, but anyway, him and some other guys would just battle rap like all through lunch. And I just thought that was so hilarious. Not hilarious like making fun of them, but I just thought it was funny that they could just get there at lunchtime, but they could just, go back and forth with each other.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
I've Eminem I think started off as a battle rapper, right?
crazy. As far as I know, in the 8 Mile movie, yeah, he was snapping. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he was snapping. So.
Yeah, yeah. So some artists, want to convey a certain message in their music. Is there any messages you want to convey in your music?
Honestly, like I make my music based on personal instances and situations, and I let people. I just want people to kind of relate to, be able to relate from a relating standpoint. Um, but as far as the message, whatever's relatable, like whatever I make music based on what I've been through and what I go through, and the things that happen to me. Um, so,
Mm-hmm.
but like if I had to give a certain criteria, I say like I make like fun party music. You know what I'm saying? I got fun party music. I got, you know what I'm saying. If you sad, got some of that. Yeah, some of that music as well. Like got a couple different flows, so all types of things. So
When I listen to your music, that's what I think. I think fun, live life. You
fact,
know, I know we don't use YOLO no more, but that's what I kind of feel when I listen to your music. Like live in the moment, enjoy it, be young, be bold, be free. That's what I
facts,
get when I
facts.
listen to your music.
I
Yeah.
can I can
Yeah.
definitely I can definitely agree.
Yeah.
Like you only get one life, so you better live it the way you can, cause everybody gotta die one day.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to tell us about, like, what you've been learning in school, anything about your music, any of the people that you work with? Is there anything you want to tell us that maybe I haven't asked about?
So okay, I'm gonna get an audience this Wonderland. So me and a couple of producers, we working on. I'm currently working on like three different albums right now. I got like one is like
Okay.
completely ready to go. I got an EP actually ready to go. We just sorting that out, and then I'm working on three other albums. So all at once. So just be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I'm dropping singles. Yeah. And I haven't dropped any videos
Okay.
yet. I haven't dropped no videos yet because I've been so busy
Hmm.
mixing my other clients' projects. But be on the
Hmm.
lookout. DJ Scip is getting ready to drop a music video pretty soon. So yeah.
Nice. Um, if there is, if there's like a young person, say they're 15, 16, maybe even older, and they're like, oh man, I want to do this, but I don't know. Maybe they're not confident. What advice would you give them?
Oh, I tell them. I tell them like I always tell myself. Like first, I tell everybody that I ever come across this because this is so important. If you don't have any purpose in your life for what you're doing, or you don't got no passion, no dream, no aspiration for what you're doing, then like you really just living to die. Like I know that sound kind of harsh, but it just is what it is. Like you'll fall in the matrix. So I say one, find a purpose, a dream, something that you can do every day without getting tired of it. Two, again, like I said in the beginning, there always have faith because if you don't have faith but you want to do something, it's not going to work. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? If you're not confident in yourself, who's going to be confident in you? You need to be confident in yourself and what you're doing and know how to do what you're doing, where you're doing it. So the whole 9 yards. So have a dream, have faith, definitely keep God first. Keep God first in your life. And do the work. Just because you got a dream and you got something that you're doing, it take work. It take time. It take time to build whatever you're doing, whether it's music, for
Hmm.
example, whether you building your catalog, it take time to build your catalog and distribute the type of image what you want to do. Don't try to just do something just because somebody else is doing it. Do something because you like it or this is what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? And if you do live your life and chase your dreams based on that standard, things would be a whole lot easier. So that's my
Okay.
advice.
I think that's great advice. Great
Yeah.
advice. Now, here's a question I have for you.
Okay.
If you had to sit back, think about a veteran artist. If you had, let's say, 5 minutes to talk to a veteran artist and just get some game, who would that artist be?
Uh, what's that guy name that
You're
made
not
that
trying to
song?
be like them, but you just want to get some info.
Only person I know that did that I heard of was what's that guy name? She's a runner. She's a track star. Mooski, yeah, Mooski, yeah, that's his name. But yeah, I heard he was in the Navy. I don't know if it's true or not, but if he was, then I definitely get game from him because that song was pretty hard.
Okay. And is it because like a veteran connection, like mill to mill type thing? Or is it because you just like that song and you just like, hey, give me some game?
I mean, I say like it's really both. Like I like the song. The song cool. Like I like it a lot. But I think all people like from the military, no matter what branch, got some type of relation. So, some type of connection.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah. So that both, a little bit of both.
Okay. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes.
All
And
right.
this is your opportunity to dream big.
Okay.
What is one thing you want God to bless you with in the future?
I
It
don't
could be
say it.
personal or
I don't say.
career.
I don't say it out loud, do I? I say it out loud.
Yeah, say it out loud. Let us hear it.
All right. All right. So I got my eyes closed. So I want my company. I want my publishing company that I own. I want to eventually turn it into a major record label, and then expand it into a corporation, and just continue to live my dream, doing what I like to do, music, whether it's engineering or being an artist, however, whatever. Just continue to being around it. So that's my dream.
Nice. From your mouth to God ears, may he bless you with
Factual.
your dream.
Factual.
Yeah. Yeah. So before I let you go, I want you to let everybody know how they can connect with you and listen to your music. What's your social media?
So my social media, most of it is all the same. So Instagram, DJ Scip 386. Y'all go follow me on there. On YouTube, you can just look up DJ Scip. All my videos, all my songs on there. I'm on all platforms. Same thing for Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you listen to music on, SoundCloud, Music Box, Amazon, everything. So it's all on there.
Uh,
My
nice.
Twitter, I'm on. I don't really be on Twitter like that, but every now and then. But same thing as well. DJ Sip 386, everything all the same. So
Okay. Well, hey, I know, well, I appreciate you taking the time away from, you know, making some music and your studies. I really appreciate you taking time to come and talk with us.
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And so I just want to let anybody who's listening, if you want to come on the podcast and come talk to me, hit me up on Instagram. You can look me up as at the table with D Monique, or
At the
you can
table with
simply put
Debo
in D
D.
Monique Pie. At the table with D Monique.
That's
You
right.
can
That's
also
right.
find me on Facebook at the table with D Monique. And then I just started posting to TikTok. And it's the same at the table with D Monique. So connect with me if you want to share your story, if you have a topic suggestion, or if you want to suggest some snacks, because y'all know I like snacks. But remember that it does have to be vegan. So no animal products for me. Thank you very much. And I would like to tell y'all, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Don't forget to like it, follow it, share it, whatever platform you on. Do all those things for me. Until next time, I want you guys to be blessed and peace. Peace.
Peace out.
Join us next week for a new episode.